Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the project here. What we've got left is the top and our templates that we cut out earlier. You see we've got the short one and the long one. Let's start with the short one. What we're going to do, the way it works is we're going to line this flat spot up, the uprise, the upturn, in with the end of that edge, face. And then we're going to put a back piece here, and we're going to flip it over, and we want to make it flush there. Okay, so I'm going to clamp temporarily, because what we want to do is we're going to get this clamped in place so when we flip it back and forth, we're flush at this edge right here at both ends. And it may take a few back and forths to get it when we flip it. Okay, we're right there. Let's move this over to this side. There, that feels good. Okay. And it moved on me just a hair. There we go. Good there. And we're good there. So it lines up in that corner completely. This edge flush, this edge flush. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw in that profile. Then I'm going to flip it to the other side and complete the profile. Like that. So now we're going to take the jigsaw and we're going to waste away some of that so we can come back with a router and get it a little more flush. Just a little bit. Now we're going to take our template and we're going to clamp it in place this time. Clean it out real good there where we don't have any crud up against here. That'll give us a false registration. Okay, we're flush. I'm going to clamp. Clamp out at the end here. And we're only going to go part way. Let me get that clamp out of the way and do it this way. Okay. Okay, let's unclamp this guy and flip him. And we'll grab the router here in a second and we'll finish the route. Okay, we're going to finish the route out. Okay, so this end is complete. It's a simple procedure. And you can go back and repeat this process on all 4 sides using the short and the long template. And then we'll go back and we'll take a 1/8 inch round over top and bottom, and then we'll be ready to, we'll sand that up, and then we'll be able to set it on top and see what it looks like. Okay, now we've got all 4 edges routed and the quarter round on it. Let's unclamp this from the tabletop and put the base up there and see what it all looks like. And let's put the top in place and see what we have. Okay, kind of get it even. That's probably just about it, or somewhere close. So we've got it all the construction done. The next what you've got to do is sand the top up real nice, and then we'll go on and talk about the finish. Okay, now let's talk about the finish. I like to use General Finishes dye stains. I use a 7 parts orange to 4 parts medium brown mixture. Usually I like to go about 3 applications, but that could vary depending on your sanding job and the hardness of the wood and stuff. So I would suggest first using some scrap from the project to test that and see how it comes out and if it's to your liking. In between applications, or as you're applying it, I like to blow out these nooks and crannies in here because the stain will bleed out and cause a little discoloration. If you have problems in between the applications, you can take a little 4/0 steel wool, rub out the problem. The next application should cover that up. Before you apply, this is a water-based stain, so what you have to do is you have to raise the grain in advance of putting the stain on. You want to scuff sand after you raise the grain with about 600 grit. Don't be too aggressive with that scuff sanding, or you're going to get right below the surface again that you've just sanded, and it's going to raise up again, so be cautious there. For the top coat, I use General Finishes Armor Seal Satin, and ignore the instructions on the can. I wipe it bone dry. They say leave it a wet surface, but I wipe it bone dry, and I don't sand in between applications. And again, I blow out any of these nooks and crannies to avoid a run later. I don't apply any wax or anything like that. 5 to 7 coats you'll get a good build. You can find more on my recipe for finishing on my blog, and that information a link to my blog will be included in the DVD. Okay, we're finished with the project. I hope you enjoyed the process. If this is your first Green and Green project, I hope it enthused you to learn more. If you want to know more about my schedule for teaching or how to get my books, you can go to my website, FurnitureMaker.com. I hope this has inspired you to learn more about Green and Green. Thank you for watching. So, back in the present day here now. If you weren't previously aware, the video series you just watched was filmed at the Popular Woodworking Studio in Cincinnati several years ago. Since that time, I have played around with the rafter tail concept and come up with several variations. So enjoy a little slideshow of those variations, and we will catch you next time in the present day.